bridesmaids.
Barbara, Emma.
Barbara. Brenda.
Well, good afternoon, my friends, and a very warm welcome out here to a very, very special day for my wonderful musical daughter, Hayley, and her betrothed, Nicholas, who, as you can see, has lost quite a bit of weight since he got married. And, Nick! He's in the what? Okay. Now, I would ask you to do me a big favour. I'm as unaccustomed as I am to appearing on stages and speaking to audiences, something I've never really done before. But I would ask you for the best of order when we bring up the different people who are going to have a little bit of chat with you. But before we do that, I thought I'd just share a couple of my memories of my daughter with you. A couple of things you may know and a couple of things you might not know. The weirdest thing was, and I think I do mention this in a little while, for the first time in I don't know how many years, yesterday I got a spot. Now if anybody knows Hayley, they will know that she likes to pick spots, but fortunately she can't with those nails on today. You with us now, Nick?
Sorry.
Alright. I'm just going to refer to one's notes because a good friend of mine is out there today who said you could win this, and he tried. Unfortunately, he failed.
I did.
So I thought I'm going to take a few notes to share with you. And hopefully we'll all have a little bit more of an insight into this wonderful young lady that we've come here to celebrate the wedding of today. So, here goes. Hayley as a child was bright as a bubble and very strong-willed with an unshakable belief in her own opinion, that the only one that mattered. I don't know where she got that from. And so nothing much changed there, right? So, and she was one of the most curious little girls you could wish to meet, and even went through a stage of wanting to be an astronaut. It's true. And wanted to go into space. According to her friends, when she used to go clubbing with them, she almost made it a few times. Even now I can still say that. Even now I can still say, what time is it, Hayley? Yeah, exactly. And I remember the time she insisted on sucking a lemon, and said she didn't really like that lemon as it made her eyes wink. Strange. She loved to dance and perform and never missed a chance to show off her moves, even when she was out in the Tesco's on a Saturday afternoon. And loved music, which hopefully I had a hand in as a DJ of old. I used to take her on Salford Market all the time, listening to this week's latest tunes. And even now she could give anybody in this room, me and Brian included, and my brother John, all DJs of sorts, she could give you a run on a pop quiz anytime, couldn't you? She's very, very good. And the word precocious was invented by Hayley, as well as loving, funny, and girly before girly was a thing. She was. And not forgetting redecorating an almost brand new sofa with red nail varnish. a lot of red nail varnish. How old were you then? About 6 or 7? Unfortunately, there's not much left. And just get to the end of this so we can all get on with Nick's speech. But it brought her to meet the man who ultimately would one day call her his wife. And having got to know Nick, I'm thrilled that she's found somebody who in this day and age is a rare commodity, a gentleman, which I'm sure you'll agree is a gentleman, who's a good dad, a good partner, and above all, very patient. So I'd ask you to raise your glasses and toast the newlyweds, Hayley and Nick, Mr. and Mrs. Robinson. I shall now pass you over to Nick, who is going to do a freestyle dance. Oh no, you're not doing that. So ladies and gents, please give some appreciation, show your appreciation for your groom this afternoon, this early evening. Nick!
Everyone really, the kids, these 2 new kids I've got here as well, great kids. I know you drive me crazy sometimes. My 2 kids. Everyone who's helped us today, the DJ, the bar, the venue, most, I just want to thank you for actually saying yeah. I love you so much. So many more years together. Yeah, so that's it. And can I have which one of the best men wants to go first? None of them put your hands up higher.
It's due to her hard work and dedication while holding down her part-time jobs and still finding time to go to the clubs, which stayed open until after the milkman had delivered to our door. And Hayley generally would be after the milkman after that, and still somehow managed to get her degree to hold down a job. That tells you a lot about what a hard-working young lady this is. And since then, she's shown the same tenacity raising 2 incredible, beautiful children. The apple of our eyes, Ollie and Bobby, although she doesn't like being called that anymore. And incredible, clever children as well, even if Ollie's face doesn't always show how bright, clever and cheerful he is. It does sometimes. And also, Robin, of course, is a mirror image in every way of Hayley. So God help you, Hayley. One of my most memorable recollections of Hayley is the day we went to the G-Mix, where Take That were performing. With the preference of me and Mandy, my wife, pretending that we were going to see whether we could get Garth Brooks tickets. I know, Garth Brooks. And Hayley was thrilled just to soak up the atmosphere of all the different fans outside. And so what we did was presented Hayley with tickets to go and see Take That. And much crying, whooping, wailing and screaming ensued. Also the same went for when she went to see East 17. And you should have seen her freak out when we actually took her to go and watch WWE. She was hysterical that she touched one of their hands. Which one was David? Bret Hart, she liked it. And so, Hayley's somebody who wears her heart on her sleeve and is not afraid to show emotion. Rolling forward quite a few years, she apparently met Nick in a queue in Manchester waiting to see a completely different band in a completely different kind of music, which should be loosely referred to as her morose period, where she liked bands with names like Leftover Crack.
I've got to keep this short and sweet, a bit like me. I met I knew I'd get one pity clap, thanks mate, you know what I mean? Yeah, as Tony said, I met her in a queue. I was with Keo. Hey, it was your fault, yeah. You took us out that night. I didn't even want to go out. And I remember, I was in the queue. She's come in, pushed in the queue. I was shivering because it was November, it was freezing. December, yeah. December. I love you, baby. Yeah. Right, well anyway, she's come up, she's nicked a cigarette out of my mouth and put a scarf around my neck. And then since then I've never been able to get away from her. I keep trying, but she's always there. Jesus. But seriously, I love it a bit. From then, I've just loved it a bit. 4 years later, we're here. 4.5 years later, we're here. And I just want to thank everyone for coming. Friends, family, all the people at Flesh over there who was part of their family for 4.5 years as well. Great people. All the Collision people who she, all their friends who she, the Morris dancers as well. But most of all, I want to thank my family, my mum, and my brother, and family, and her family, her dad, her mum, Mandy, Lynn, and everyone welcomed me into their family. And I've got a wave at Kieran at the back of it, he's waving for a mention. He's from Blackpool, don't speak to him.
Even though the dance is done, no worries, the night is done. Who cares where we go?